This is the Iron Trader. It is Thursday morning, so as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natty gas. Now remember, natural gas, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the old crude oil. Not really a whole lot has changed, except the price is just going lower. All right, we had here a good rally. And then we came right all the way here to the top of this candle here, which was 79.77. We always look to the left of the chart here. That was 80.10. It couldn't get up there. Came right on down and put a nice topping tail in. Okay. Yesterday, well, actually, when futures opened at 6, it was kind of holding. So you had a possible bull flag going, but again, that just negated it yesterday when she came all the way down. Topping tail is in play here. And now a series of lower lows here. All right, so what do we have? Well, on the downside here, what we want to do is we want to watch today's low so far. You're looking at 75.89 here. Then we come over here to this candle here. You're looking at 75.31, 75.21, and then your big retest here is 74.91. That is going to be very, very key, okay? It needs to hold that. Now, again, if it does hold that, okay, but even if it slams down and then comes right back on up here and closes above 74, that might be a really good buying opportunity here to go long into that OPEC meeting here on November 26th. Again, if this 94.91 is lost, we come right here to this target right here. You're looking at 73.26. That is your 200 SMA here. Very, very good support level. If that's gone right here, 70.05, that is going to be crucial. You can see how many times it held it here nicely. Now, again, if that's lost here, we come over here to this 50 SMA here. You're looking at 68.77, and then we can come down to this price channel here, which is basically all these candles right here. You're looking at 68.80, and you could get all the way down here to this level right here at 63.64. But we don't worry about that here. We take one level at a time. Key is 74.91. That's lost here. We look at this 200-day, 73.26, and then you're basically your 70.05. That's where we leave it. If it's lost after that, then I can show you exactly where she's going here. But that is going to be crucial levels here, these SMAs. Now, upside, what we got here? Look at this 8 SMA here. See, now you're going to be fighting this thing. So, see how 8 SMA here? It just goes into it. Yeah, it went higher, didn't close above it. Okay, all the way on down. Now, this is going to be key on the upside. So you want to look at 76.89. Okay, and then if you can get above, you look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 77.79 here, and then we have your 78.17. That is your 200 SMA here, lining it up pretty nice here with your 78.19 here on your 50 SMA. That is going to be very, very key resistant level, and it's going to be tough as hell. If you can get above, then we looked at this candle here, yesterday's high. You're looking at 78.77. Then we looked at the topping tail at 79.77, and then we come right over here to the bottom here. You got 80.10, and then we look to your 21-day, 81.21. And then what we have here, you have your 100-day sitting at 82.12, and then your 21-day here at 82.25. Now, you can see how your 8-day is curling over here. You got today and tomorrow. If it keeps on selling off here, that 8-day will be below the 21 SMA and be heading for that 50, which will take that price right on down. Now, you look at the RSI here. Well, you know, you could definitely go lower on that here. Your MACD is still a bearish cross here. Your green's below your red. This here weekly, you always want to pay attention to it here. That's more of a longer term thing. You had the bearish cross. But again, you had some really nice scalps here off this bottom here. Okay, this was a topping tail, but then this candle here was the buying point because you closed back above this candle here. And then you went into the 8-day. That was your sell point, had a little bit of pop. But when you have that topping tail like that, that's the first tell sign. And then we have the lower low here, and now you're below the 8. Looks very, very low. Okay, so key here today to watch 74.91 on the downside. Watch this key 8 SMA here, 76.89 on the upside. and then your 78.17, your 200-day on the upside. If you can get above, well, then we just follow these candles up here. But right now, that's going to be very, very strong resistance. All right, let's see what natty gas is doing. All right, here we have natty gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, yesterday, what it did, it basically it rallied up here and then it sold back down. But let's just take a little bit here. Okay, it rallied right up here off of this low. Okay, you gapped up and then it went right into the 200-day. Okay, so you always watch the 200-day. The hourly and the 4-hour chart will give you a little bit longer. If you're scalping, you want to use a tick chart, a 1 and a 5-minute chart. If you want to slow the trade down a little bit, 15, 30-minute chart, and then if you really want to get a little bit bigger term, an hour and a 4-hour chart if you're doing more like a swing trading kind of a situation. Now, it went right into that 200-day, and then it just tried to retest it. It couldn't down, came all the way down. Now, it came down to this low right here. So you're looking at 3.08, and you say, well, why did it stop there? Well, you always look to the left. See this gap right here? See, this is 3.06. There's your gap, okay? And that is basically your support line. It doesn't always have to do the fill right away. Eventually, it always fills a gap. But right here, see, you have your gap, okay, which is basically 3.06. It stopped right there, okay? And that is your support level. Now, again, if it went lower, then we look to the top of this candle here. That's 3.03. That would have filled that gap. But obviously, it didn't because you had really good support. Now, it rallied on up here, okay? You got the 3.27. Now, it pulled back down, held that 100 SMA here, and now you're trying to rally up. Now, the key is going to be closing above this 3.27. If you can, okay, then you can go higher. If you can't, see, then you're going to be in a double top situation again here, and then she'll sell down. So on the upside, you want to watch that 3.27. On the downside, you want to watch this key 8 SMA here at 3.22. And then we have your 3.19, and then we can come all the way down here, your 3.16. Now, here on your 4-hour chart here, well, that is going to be very, very key, okay? This price channel right there, 3.27. If you can get above here, then you look to the top of this gap here again, okay? So this is going to be 3.40. That will be your first resistant level. If you can get above here, then we go to the bottom of this candle, 3.47. That is your second resistance, okay? So usually the gap, you know, it can stop right there, or it can fill the gap, and then it can just rally up higher until you hit all the way up to 3.64. But we got to see how it all shakes out here. The key is going to be this price channel, 3.27. All right, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. All right, here we have your daily and your weekly. Now, we can see what's going on here, okay? Basically here, let me just take that down a little. Okay, you had your low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and then it looks like we have another higher low here, okay? So that's a very good pattern. You're heading into the direction of going higher, okay? So what we want to do here is we want to look here on, let's take a look at the downside first. So we want to look, first of all, at this 21-day, okay, 3.20, and then we want to come to this 8 SMA here at 3.196, which is basically 3.20. That is going to be your key support levels there, okay? If that is lost, then we come to your 8 SMA here. See this? 3.13. Now you can see how it's flattening out here, just like it had, you know, playing the old roller coaster going on here, you know? This is what we have here. So that is going to be key. Now, if that is lost, then we look to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 3.086. Yesterday's low, 3.07. And then we come over to this beautiful 50-day, which is holding support nice here at 3.04. Okay, so that is going to be basically your downside. Now, your upside, you can see you got a sideways action here. So you want to look here at yesterday's high, 3.27. If you can get above, then we come to this candle here, 3.29. Get above that. We come here, you're looking at 3.40. Very, very nice. There's your gap right there. Okay, so that would be your resistance. If you can get above that, we come to the bottom of this candle, 3.45. That is your fill. And then we can rally up higher. Okay, so you can go here, 3.52. You got 3.57, 3.60, 3.63, and then 3.64. A break above this, you got your 200-day sitting real nice right there at 3.80. Very, very easy. Okay, so for today, here's what we want to do. Watch this key 21-day. Watch this key 8 SMA here. If that's lost, watch this key 50 SMA. Okay, very, very simple. So if you're scalp trading, which is basically the trade right now here, I'm scalping UNG here. So that really works out pretty good because now I'm trading. I was trading 10,000. Now I'm doing like 15,000 shares. So it's a really good scalping opportunity. On the short side, I do cold, KOLD. But right now, I'm just scalping these longs here. As long as this 50-day holds, it's really, really going to be a very good and good opportunity here to maybe hit this gap, that fill, and maybe the big retest up here. So watch the 21, watch the 8, watch the 50 on the downside. Upside, watch yesterday's high. If that gets above, watch this candle here, 3.29, and then watch that fill at 3.40. All right, RSI here. Well, you got plenty of room to run either way. Your MACD here, you're still bearish, but if you could curl up, okay, and get up here like we had here, where your green goes above your red here, then we can have a nice, good rally on up here. But we got to see. So don't have no opinion. Trade both directions. I mean, what's the difference? It doesn't matter if it goes up or down, as long as you're making money. That's the key. Okay, on a weekly chart here, watch this key 8 SMA here on the downside. If that's lost, you can come down to that 50 there at 3.91 here. But that's just a ways away here. This 50 here is looking much, much stronger as of right now. All right, that's what I got for you right now. I'll have more for you after the pit close here on the crude and natural gas. And thanks for watching.